people are starting to look back now that we know that the Daily Wire has put that gag order allegedly on Candace Owens. And I'm going to get to that in a second. Let's start with this. This is where it started. This is back in April 30th. Vivek was talking about a gag order, this time about the president.
I spent 3 years at Yale Law School. If the professors there care an iota about justice and fairness, they would be teaching this as a paradigmatic case of prosecutorial abuse, because that's what this is. A gag order to stop a U.S. presidential candidate in the middle of an election from responding to political attacks is an affront to the First Amendment. Then you look at the nature of the charges themselves.
So you look what's happening here. The First Amendment, they are using it under the guise of this court case to gag Trump, and then also have him sit in on the court case where he can't go around the country speaking his policy and trying to win over votes. They're doing that with Trump. So the battle is Biden versus Trump, establishment versus Trump. Then we've been talking about this rap battle. If you don't listen to rap, don't worry about it. But there is a battle going on in rap. It's the same type of thing. There's a rap battle going on where there's different people dropping out, people not, people want to talk, people don't want to talk. There's little sneak disses in there. So we're seeing that in the hip hop world. And then now we're going to take this over to Candace Owens after we're done here. And they did a literal gag order on Candace Owens, but this is before we knew. So watch Candace Owens drop this little hint in a post after we finish this clip.
The charges are fake. They're bunk. Alvin Bragg's theory of the case assumes that Donald Trump should have used campaign funds to cover personal hush money payments. The fact is, if he had done that, they would have a stronger case against him than they do right now. So if they were going to get him going or they were going to get him coming, this isn't really a exercise in justice at all. This is an exercise in trying to interfere in an election, and that's exactly what they're doing. Stopping him from campaigning, stopping him from speaking, and eventually they're even threatening him with jail time. That's what this charade really is. The American people need to see through it, and so should every lawyer, whether you're on the left or the right, call out this prosecutorial abuse for what it is.
So you see that in the case here, you see it with Candace Owens, you see it in the rap game, you see it with young Nick. I don't even say his name because I could get gagged on these platforms for saying his name. He's not allowed on this platform anymore, YouTube. So Candace Owens, this was on May 1st. So we found out about this way after. Candace Owens was dropping hints. Look at this, just like a rap battle. Candace Owens, in response to that clip you just saw, said, totally agree with this. Using the court system to gag people from responding to hostile political attacks is an affront to the First Amendment. Pause. She was talking about the Daily Wire. Candace, I need Candace to get up on here and start spinning some bars. This is before it all came out. She knew it would come out. Somebody leaked it to Glenn Greenwald. And some people were going back through her posts, and you stop it right there. That's clearly a hint, allegedly, at the Daily Wire gagging her. Let me read that one more time. Totally agree with this. Using the court system to gag people from responding to hostile political attacks is an affront to the First Amendment. That's what she was talking about. Then she kept on going, but I'm glad it's happening to Trump because it's fostering a much needed conversation. That's a weird post, isn't it? Let's see. What other hints are people out here dropping? Let me know what you think. This is getting crazy out here. Visit middlemega.com. Put your email up in the top right so I can notify you of any future uploads.
Middle Mega.